everyone, Kefalotiri to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. Today we're going to be making Melitzanes Paputsakia, which basically translates to little eggplant shoes. That doesn't make sense, but it's basically stuffed eggplant Greek style. Now I've done this recipe in the past, but I'm updating it and making it a little bit better. I know the other one is really good, but this is even better if you can imagine. Let's get started. So begin by preheating your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to make you can make the sauce first or prepare the eggplants first or do this side by side. I'm going to prepare the eggplants first. So I have 3 large eggplants here. You want to make sure that they're firm and that the skin is shiny without too many brown spots on them. That's how you know they're very fresh. Once you get eggplant, you have to use them right away. Otherwise, they do tend to, go old pretty quickly. So I'm just going to cut them down lengthwise, cut them in half like that. And in the past, what I used to do, I would scoop out the flesh and put it in the meat sauce. But I found that cutting slits, crisscross slits in the eggplant just caramelizes the eggplant in the oven, and it tastes so much better under the sauce rather than in the sauce. So I started doing it this way, and they're just delicious. If you are not a fan of eggplant, and I know many people aren't, you could do this as zucchini. But try it once and then let me know how you like it. When you're doing the crisscross pattern in the flesh of the eggplant, make sure not to go all the way down to the bottom. So once you prepare the eggplant, get a baking pan that fits all of them inside of it. If the eggplant aren't too big, a 9 by 13 inch baking pan will work. But these are a little bit bigger, so I had to take out my big baking pan. Use whatever you have. You could even do this in 2 pans if you prefer. Then go ahead and drizzle the eggplants with olive oil and season with some salt and pepper. I like to drizzle both sides with olive oil so that way you get really good caramelization. If you're being careful with your oil, just put a little less. It's up to you. My oven is preheated to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. These are going to bake on the center rack until they're tender and soft and caramelized. It's going to take about 30 or 40 minutes. So while the eggplant is cooking, go ahead and prepare your meat sauce. So finely chop an onion and put it in a pan with a little bit of olive oil, about 1/4 cup or so, I don't measure, and a little pinch of salt, and cook the onions until they're nice and soft and golden. That can take anywhere between 8 to 10 minutes or so. The onions look good. Now go ahead and add 4 or 5 garlic cloves that have been grated, and just mix it in and warm it through until they're fragrant. And then go ahead and add a pound of ground beef. You can use ground chicken, ground turkey. I have 1.5 pounds here. That's what I had on hand, so I'm just going to use it. And if it's a little bit extra, no problem. We could use it for other things like pasta or even tacos and things like that. And just cook the meat until the pinkness disappears. I also seasoned it with salt and pepper. At this point, you could add about 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, ground cinnamon. It really adds nice fragrance to the sauce. I'm going to leave it out because it's not traditional to do that. Instead, this isn't very traditional either, but I like to make it a little bit spicy or add a little bit of heat to it. So I'm adding some crushed red pepper flakes. Then I'm going to add a 15-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. You can grate tomatoes, fresh tomatoes if that's what you have. Mix that all up. I'm also going to rinse the can out so we don't waste anything. And I'm just going to let this cook over medium-high, going in and stirring it every so often so that way it doesn't burn, for about 20-25 minutes, or until the sauce gets nice and thick and all of the liquid evaporates. You're definitely looking for a thick sauce, so cook it either low and slow or quickly. It's up to you. Once the sauce is ready, take it off of the heat and go ahead and add a teaspoon of dried crushed oregano to it and a handful of finely chopped parsley leaves, and then it's ready to go. Take it off of the heat and let it cool down until the eggplants are ready. Okay, so now it's time to make the bechamel sauce. To a saucepan, I'm going to add about 4 or 5 tablespoons of all-purpose flour with an equal amount, 4 or 5 tablespoons of olive oil. And I'm going to cook it until it's nice and toasted over medium-high heat. That'll just take a couple of minutes. Okay, next go ahead and add 2 cups of whole milk. This is cold whole milk. A little bit of salt and some black pepper. And I'm also going to add about 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg to this. You could do a little bit less, but definitely not more. And cook that until it thickens. So once it comes to a boil, it should thicken, and coat the back of a spoon. In the meantime, go ahead and beat 2 eggs together. So once the mixture comes to a boil and it thickens, go ahead and slowly add it to the egg mixture while you're whisking them so that way you can temper them, and when you add them back into the pot, they don't curdle or scramble or anything like that. You want to have a nice smooth custard. This is basically a savory custard, the bechamel that we're making. Take it off of the heat and add the eggs to it. Whisk it all up and then add a big handful of grated Parmesan cheese or Kefalotiri, Kefalograviera, whatever you love. And that's it. The bechamel is ready. You can give it a little taste and see if it needs more salt and pepper. Okay, so now it's time to assemble the Paputsakia. So once the eggplant comes out of the oven, it should be fork tender, nice and soft, and slightly caramelized on top. You can go ahead and mash it a little bit, and then you can also spread it a little bit to make room for the meat filling. And then what I like to do is top it with a generous amount of shredded Parmesan cheese or Kefalotiri, whatever you love and whatever you have on hand, because the eggplant does need some of that flavor. Then you can go ahead and top it with the meat sauce. On top of the meat sauce, pour that delicious creamy bechamel, and then go ahead and sprinkle some more Parmesan cheese on top of the sauce. More the better when it comes to cheese. You're going to raise the temperature of the oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, and these are going to bake on the center rack for about 25 minutes or until the sauce is nice and golden. Take it out of the oven and let it rest for 15 minutes before you serve it so everything gets a chance to settle down. Put it on a plate. You can serve this with some toasted bread, with a nice salad, or your favorite things. This really does have all of the flavors of moussaka minus the potatoes. So if you want to, you can roast some potatoes underneath the eggplant while they're roasting in the very beginning. That's a little tip if you wanted to have all of that moussaka flavor. Time for the taste test. And you don't even need a knife. I'm just using one just to be a little bit neat for the video because everything should just slice through. Such a comfort meal. This is delicious enough to make for the family and elegant enough to make for a dinner party. Let me know what you guys think. Also, it freezes well if you're wondering. If you have any extras, you can pop them in the freezer in an airtight container and they'll stay fresh in there for a month or two. Thaw them out and warm them through in the oven before you serve them. The exact measurements are on the website, dimitrasdishes.com. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And if you want to learn how to make moussaka, click over here and I'll see you right over there. Yes, us.